Well, I'm sitting here with Luis. We're going to dive in to Is It Too Late? Did you miss the boat with Medicare? We're going to help you understand how you can make it back into the boat. Did you lose it or not? All right. So we're going to drop this content to you. And before we dump into this, JasonFinalExpense.com run a national insurance agency selling Medicare life and annuities face-to-face, and more importantly, in the telespace. So if you need help, reach out. I do recruit agents across the nation. So Luis, let's chat, buddy. Did they miss the boat? Like, is it too little too late? Is it gone? What's going on with Medicare? Let's talk about it.
It's a great Friday. We're not freezing. It's beautiful outside right now, at least in Texas. And so the question is it too late? Okay. A lot of people think the ship has sailed. Okay. And some people think, well, maybe it's too early. I'm going to wait until right before AEP, which is October the 5th. Wait, am I getting my date right? October the 15th. Yes, I'm sorry. October, you can start marketing, but is it too early? That's the other good question to ask. And guys, right now is a perfect time to get set up with Medicare. Here's what's going on, guys. We keep hearing these numbers: 10,000 a day, $12,000 a day, people turning 65. And let me tell you, Jason, when some of these seniors are turning 65, they get so overwhelmed. Okay. I have gone into seniors' house and they've got a pile of mail. I mean, you can't see my other hand. Here we go. About a foot high with carriers marketing them, telling them how good their plans are. Here's the other thing that's going on. They're probably getting door knocked uncompliantly. They're probably getting called uncompliantly. Call centers are hitting these seniors up, and there's so much confusion with Medicare that sometimes these seniors freeze. Okay. Well, with the number of seniors turning 65 a day, you have no idea how much we are needed out there. So the ship hasn't sailed. We're at the beginning. Okay. We are, they're saying this is going to last another 10 to 15 years. So if you're considering doing Medicare and you're not doing it, or if you're doing it, but you're not doing it with any kind of success, you need to get with us, guys. This is the perfect time to get in. And I would not wait, because here's what we do for our agents, Jason. Okay. I've been around the block. Okay. I'm about to turn 51. God, I'm feeling old, man. I've been in the business since 99. So 20 plus years. So I've been around the block. I've been with several FMOs. I know how they operate. I know how our industry operates. Most of the people out there, Jason, all they want to do, and I will tell you, there's some good ones out there. They want to contract you. That's the ultimate goal for them. Once they contract you, they've kind of sunk their claws into you. It's hard to get away from them.
Absolutely. I call them paper mills.
What's that again?
I call them paper mills. You know what I mean? They're just pushing paper. That's it. They're not really putting time into you and mentoring you. And, Luis and his team do amazing work. There are contract trainers for Medicare exclusively. He does amazing, amazing work training and mentoring, and Matt does as well on our team. And it's so amazing, the partnership, and watching great men and women just get profitable in an industry where a lot of folks don't always make it. And for those of you watching, not everybody makes it in the industry. Okay. 90+% of the agents fail. And I believe a lot of it comes down to a lack of mentorship. They were given a piece of paper with no ability to capitalize on the contract that they endorsed. And where, like, you can take people in the field. You've got a lot of our agents that have gone out and they're just getting it done. I was talking to another one of our great agents that was getting after it today. Phil was tearing it up and just doing great work for families and in the home, taking care of business, and the phone is nonstop ringing. And it's all this junk, right? And he was there to serve this lady, and she's like, that's awesome. Thanks for coming here. He was so well trained and so well mentored from what you're investing into him and his own natural skill, but also what, the team is bringing. And that's the beauty of this.
Yep. I completely agree with you. So when I started with our organization, I went to him and said, look, we can't be just like everybody else. We're good at contracting and we kind of suck at everything else. All right. We have to be good at contracting, and we are, but we have to be better than everybody else out there as far as the training and the support. And that's where we're going to make This is where we're going to make you or break you. What happens out there, Jason, is you're right. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, they throw you into the pool, and 8 of you guys are going to drown. You're going to get out of this business. You're like, this is impossible. I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to the corporate world, or you go back to whatever you were doing before. The other 2 are going to make it no matter what. It's just the way the world works. Okay. Well, when I got started in Medicare, I was the same way. Luckily, I was one of the 2 that survived, but it was terrible. It sucked. I remember calling my first appointment. I'm out there, and I'm not a dumb guy. I studied my product. I studied. I felt very knowledgeable, but yet I got stuck when I was out there. So here's what I did. I picked up the phone. I called my guy. I'm like, hey, what do I get? Voicemail. Hey, I'm here with my senior, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. I have no answer for this guy, and he does not want to move forward until I provide him an answer. Well, guess what? A week later, the guy calls me back. Hey, Luis, can I help you out? I'm like, really, dude? Somebody else took him. I'm done. That's how I got started. And so in our organization, we're like, no. This is not going to happen. We are going to provide the training and the support. And I'm going to tell you guys how we provide the training and support. It's just not all, hey, here's what I'm going to promise you. Here's what we actually have right now. Okay. Number one thing that we do with our agents is we have a training 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, every Tuesday. Now, there are some exceptions, your vacations. And of course, during the AEP, we kind of pare it down a little bit because we're super busy. But 10 out of the 12 months, every Tuesday, I bring to you guys a sales and a marketing class. We interview agents that are writing 10 apps a week. If you're not making 10 a week, you don't even make our radar. And you think, that's not a lot. That's 40 apps a month. That's almost 500 applications a year. This guy in 1 year just created for himself over $100,000 renewal paycheck. That's unheard of out there. Okay, so every Tuesday we bring that to you. It may be we get to interview him. Sometimes I'll bring some product specialists. I'll bring in some dental guys, some hospital indemnity guys, some cancer guys. We're going to do some stuff that's going to enhance your business. We bring that to you every Tuesday. Now, every Thursday, I have my Medicare 101 class. I have an 8-week course where I bring in agents that know nothing. They've passed their test, they've passed their certifications, okay? But yet I take them through an entire week where we start training on how to present and how to do research, how to do the analysis of a plan and do a recommendation. And then we get to watch our big dog. We have one guy that wrote over 800 policies in 1 year. 800. Okay. So we get him to do the final presentation. Hey, will you present? I get to be the senior. He's the agent, and we get to watch him in action. So that's the 8th class that we bring to you, along with the opportunities of cross-selling. So 8-week course, we put you through that, and then we graduate you. You're out. And then we repeat the course. So we bring that to you every Tuesday and Thursday. You're not going to find that out there. I don't know of an entity that is doing that. They may have some videos, and I've seen some of the crap that's out there.
Goodness, it's atrocious in the industry.
You can just Google this stuff. It's just like, oh my God, you see these guys and they're just reading from a screen. I mean, you just see their eyeballs.
It's like a robot.
Yeah. It's just like, are you kidding me? They're just reading from a screen. Some of these guys tout that they're, I've been in business for this long. Oh, I have thousands of clients. It is so easy to find information on these guys. I had one guy that was claiming he'd been in business for years, had trained thousands of agents. I'm like, why don't we just go to the Department of Insurance website?
Right.
Let's just find out when he got licensed. A simple Google search. The guy got licensed less than a year ago. But again, Jason, in social media land, everybody can say they're an expert.
They don't have any backing. That's the crazy thing. They've got zero backing.
Oh yeah.
In an industry, like there's tons of agencies that are like, and now we do Medicare, right? No different than, and now we do telesales. And it's like agencies that have never done it. Places that are training you on things that they've never had experience in. And that's dangerous. Like you've got to vet your trainer. You've got to vet your mentor. You've got to know that you're getting trained from someone like Luis here or someone like myself or another good agency that can partner with you and give you power, not just give you useless talk. Because if they don't have any experience, they're not going to be able to translate the business as successfully for you. And there's brand new agents that have gone through this system with Luis and his crew and gone through this system in our agency. And guess what? The teamwork is the dream work. It's ridiculous that brand new agents can have lasting success because they got what they needed from a fundamental standpoint. So this training that Luis is talking about, I've got many, many, many agents that have gone through this system successfully and continue to scale and scale and scale. The business is not easy, but it's very simple. And he really breaks it down into digestible nuggets, not like you're swallowing an elephant in the room. Because some trainings are like that, right? If you've ever watched that stuff, it's horrible.
Yeah.
You guys do great
work. The way I train our agents is you got to look at it from a senior's point of view. Seniors come from 3 backgrounds. They work for a company and they were given insurance. Do you want this plan, Jason, or not? Okay, not a lot of choices. It was a yes or no. And do you want to insure yourself, your spouse, or your kids? Super easy. They made their decision based on that and they roll. Okay. Then you had the other group of seniors that maybe had some individual health care, potentially. And then you have another group of seniors who've never had insurance. Okay, so those are the 3 groups of seniors. Now they're entering the world of Medicare. And now they're thinking, okay, well, great, I got Medicare. Medicare is awesome. It's going to take care of me. Well, I tell seniors, when you're just on Medicare alone, you're kind of running naked. I don't want to see no 65-year-old streaking down the street naked, right? Man. Maybe when they were 40, but not when they're 65, all right? So I'm like, you know what? You don't want to be running naked with just Medicare. It doesn't cover everything. There's a lot of gaps in Medicare, and there's a lot of perks that you don't have with Medicare. And on top of that, it doesn't even cover prescription drugs. Okay, so now the senior's like, uh-oh. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to run naked. I agree with you, Luis. Well, guess what? Now they have 2 options. They got option number 1, option number 2. They can go with option number 1, and guess what? They got to start dealing with the alphabet of Medicare supplements. A, there's B, not anymore B's.
Goodness.
There's A's, there's F's, there's G's, there's N's, there's high deductible plans. Then there is all the hundreds of carriers: Mutual of Omaha, Aetna, Prosperity, Amerigroup, Humana, Cigna. You know, they're already confused. Not only does the senior have to think about, they have part A, part B, C, D, Med Sup with all the alphabet. It is super confusing. Now that's just one option. What about the other option? Medicare Advantage plans. Well, there's the household names: United Healthcare, Aetna, Cigna, WellCare, Amerigroup, HMOs, PPOs, Medicare Advantage only plans without prescription drugs, Medicare Advantage with prescription drugs. I mean, it is super confusing for a senior.
Absolutely.
So you've got to realize that we are so needed in this industry. These seniors need our guidance. They need our help. And guess what? You take care of one of these seniors, I mean, you're golden. You are golden. So we are super needed in this industry. And on top of that, there's a ton of agents that are retiring. There's a shortage of agents. Okay?
Huge shortage.
And I will tell you, if some of these seniors that go online and go to Medicare.gov and try to self-enroll and try to utilize that tool, you know, it's a government site. You know, it's not, you know, some of the plans that they list on there and a seniors enroll. So I've seen them where it lists, the best plan that it lists is a plan without prescription drugs. Why would a senior want to enroll in a plan like that? So again, the point is, we are so needed out there that if you're debating, if you're on the sidelines and you're thinking, well, should I do this? And we need to talk about the money here in a minute, Jason. But you know, if you're sitting on the sidelines and you're thinking, okay, well, I may want to do this. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. You definitely want to get into this business.
Absolutely. And the fact that the mentorship, right, when agents need something, we've got support systems in play to help agents. So when you're sitting on the couch in these homes and you've got a question about something, you've got people that can give you answers right away, as opposed to like when Luis was first in this industry, where it's like days and days later, your upline finally gives you an answer. Okay, no, thank you. Okay, you're going to lose so much money in this industry. Doesn't matter if you sell final expense, it doesn't matter if you sell Medicare, but more importantly, your retiree gets hurt because they're not getting the help that you're there to bring to them. So it's powerful to have real mentorship, to have real help, and to have real specialists like this, okay, to help you translate a business that is very complex for some, but when you're given the right tools and the right myopic training, it can really help you
It
get to the
does. It
next
does.
level.
And you know what? And I just covered one facet of our support. Okay.
Okay.
We've got two other things that we do for our agents.
We're not even talking about
Our-
leads yet,
Yeah, we haven't gotten into the lead portion of it yet. I mean, this is
right?
all support. This is how we're going to help you agents out there sell. So we've got a private chat room. In this chat room, and I would tell you, my phone's been going off a little bit, and usually I'm right
Absolutely.
on it. But this chat room is where you're posing questions that are not time sensitive. Hey, you've got a thing on your head, you got a question in your mind, and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to ask away. It's not one of these things where it's time sensitive. So we've got that chat room for you guys, and we've got some great superstars on this chat room that a lot of times they beat me to the punch, but they're on it. Okay.
I love the fact that, they've got support not only in the chat, but you're very active. And I see it all the time where it's not like you're having a chat or a group of help and these agents are off on their own. Because there's a lot of places out there that, man, they just don't get any support.
No, a
It's
ton of
like
them don't.
blind leading the blind. This is where you got veterans giving the very best advice so that you're not having some newbie give you advice that gets you hurt.
Exactly,
Big
exactly. And
difference.
then here is the final bit of support that you get. And if you're not convinced with the 2 Zoom trainings that we do a week, if you're not convinced with the chat room, you're like, all right, all that's great. This one should convince you. When you're out in the field, and here's the deal, I've trained my wife. And are you married, Jason?
Absolutely.
How hard is it to train your wife?
Oh, goodness. I married up. Forget that. She
Okay.
probably trains me
All right.
better than anything else.
Okay, so you guys are thinking, this guy is so full of crap. He trained his wife? Really? This is how I trained my wife. Okay. All right. You all pay, everybody's like, what? They're all putting their, how did you train your wife? All right. This is how I train her. I'm like, babe, you have got to know that when I get a text message from an agent, it is because they are with a client and they need my help.
Absolutely.
I said, babe, we don't make any money until they sell. I said, so she was like, I understand now. So instead of her, you think of it, you're having dinner. And in fact, it was a little odd because we had this meeting scheduled earlier. I took my wife on an early Valentine's. We couldn't schedule anything for Monday, which is the 14th.
Right.
And Saturday and Sunday, we got kid events. We got 3 kids. I was like, we're shot. I'm like, babe, you know what? We got a break. I'm going to take you out to our early Valentine's lunch. But during lunch, there I am taking calls on it. And she knows she's cool with it. She just kept ordering the drinks. Bring me another one. Every time I took a football, bring me another one. But the point is that if this doesn't change, if the other 2 things don't change her mind, this one should. I am taking calls all day long from agents. And I tell them, you text me 911, I'm with a client and I'm stuck. Okay, unless I'm on a video shoot like this, which is not often.
Right.
Okay, or if I'm with a client. Now, the third bias that I have, man, I people have biases, right? Mine's not that bad. I play a lot of tennis. When I'm on a tennis court, yeah, I don't pick up my phone very often, but it's usually in the evening, usually 7 to 9. But no, out of that window, I am answering the phone for you guys. Okay, this is the crazy story, and you're probably gonna think there's no way. Okay, I got a little one, 7-year-old. I'm coach pitching. Okay, so I'm on the mound and I'm pitching the ball. And there I am getting a call from an agent. She warned me, hey, I'm about to go on my appointment. It's going to be about an hour and I'll be there. And I'm like, oh, it just happened to coordinate at the same time that I'm doing this coach pitch. But there I am. I'm on the phone and I'm pitching at the same time. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to help you guys when you're stuck. Okay, that's, and Matt always accused me, Luis, how do you come up with some of these words? So my word is, I'm going to unstuck you when you're stuck. I'm like, that's not even a word. I'm like, well, who cares? I came up with it. It's like the other word, more better. I got my own vocabulary. So yes, guys, you guys that are out there and you're thinking, hey, what am I going to do when you're stuck? And you're going to get stuck. Okay. It takes years to
Absolutely.
develop enough experience. You're going to get stuck. So my job is to help you get unstuck. All right. And so I'm taking calls all day long, helping agents.
The fact that those that are watching hopefully understand the fact that the way that we operate is different, intrinsically different than any other partnership that you'll ever have. Because when you need help, we're here for you, actually there for you. Watch my content, look at the agent testimonials, okay, and listen to those, okay? Don't listen to a thing I say, and understand the level of support that is truly provided. We pick up our phones, we provide the help to help agents, help others, which is going to hopefully increase your profitability. It's powerful. A lot of folks, they chase the bouncy ball and then they get in a bad place. So
Oh,
understanding
yeah.
that the fact that Luis picks up his phone and I pick up my phone when you need us, that's a big deal. And it's not normal in this industry. For those of you watching, it's not normal. Normally, the polar opposite is the case. It's like, here's a contract, no ability to capitalize on the contract. And we're not even talking about comp or lead flow yet in this video, but I'm telling you, that's how it goes. It's like, here's a piece of paper. Hope you make it, bud. Don't drown in the pool.
Yep.
There's no lifeguard like Luis and myself to answer your questions and get you out quickly and help you. It doesn't exist a lot in this industry, which gives the industry a bad name. It's
Yep.
the truth.
And I will tell you guys, no matter where you go, okay, you're going to make the same amount of money. Okay. There's a term out there called full street commissions. Okay. And let's talk a little bit about money. Money, the commissions are the commissions. There's non-negotiable. They're already set by CMS, and you're going
Exactly.
to make so much from a new enrollment, and you're going to make so much for your renewals. That's it. You're not going to make any more or any less. So if that is the case, then ultimately what should determine where you're going to place your contracts is who is going to help you sell, who is going to support you. And that's kind of what my vision was when I partnered up with our organization. It's like, guys, we have
Absolutely.
got to be the leader out there. There's got to be nobody else out there. And here's the other thing. Now we're all of a sudden they're seeing what we're doing. Now you've got these other major organizations. Oh, they're starting to emulate us. But guess what? There ain't nobody touching me out there. I mean, I'm confident. Put
That's
me
like
up against
people
firewall. Let's
nowadays
go.
trying to go into telesales if they haven't done it for years. And it's like, okay, go ahead and try, go for it. Enjoy those waters.
Oh yeah.
We're so versed in this. It's like, okay,
Yep. And
it's
I tell you
power.
what, I've always had this philosophy. Who do you want to learn to fight from? Do you want to learn from somebody who learned how to fight from a book and has never been in a fight? Or do you want to learn from that scrapper out there that's all tore up and been in 100 fights? Me personally, I want to learn from scrapper. I want to learn from
Absolutely.
that guy out there that is battle tested. And even at this stage in my life, in business life, I'm still out there selling. I sell during
Absolutely.
AEP. I'm out there. I do a lot of ACA, which is the under 65 health insurance. I run a P&C agency. I mean, I'm in the field selling. I haven't just taken a back seat and just said, oh, they always put this out there. Those that can't do teach. No, no, no,
Right.
no. Well, that may be true. Okay, but I will tell you, I'm one of those that I'm the opposite. I'm doing and I'm teaching.
There's uplines out there that say that they train and teach on Medicare and all this stuff. And they like, oh, they do all this stuff. They've never AHIP'd a day in their life, never AHIP'd a day in their life. And it's sad. And a lot of agents get hurt because it's like you're learning from someone that has never even done what you want to do.
Yep.
And it's like, I've AHIP'd, goodness, but a lot of folks haven't. A lot of people say they've done things that it's just sad. So it's like to be able to learn from a leader and learn from good people like yourself and that have, never taken their boots off. You're still in the battlefield, getting it done,
Oh
believing in
yeah.
agents, but also believing the same that they are getting it done. It's powerful and it's going to help
Day in.
agents have a faster transition.
Oh yeah, day in, day out. And here's the other deal. Let's just say that you bought into this. You're like, you know what? I want to partner up with these guys, but how much money can I really make?
Mhm.
Okay. So let's kind of talk a little bit about money in this industry. Okay. So in Medicare, I consider it slow money.
Right.
For you FE guys out there, we love you guys. All right. You guys are used to fast upfront money. Okay. So we tell you guys out there, you don't want to change that. You want to maintain that cycle. You want to keep selling that. But all you're going to do is you're going to add this to your arsenal. Okay. This is another tool in your tool belt that you can help people out with. And the same people that you're helping them with that you're helping with FE are the same people that you can help with Medicare. So technically, other than some sweat equity that you got to put into this thing with getting licensed, well, you're already licensed if you're doing FE, but the sweat equity of learning how to do Medicare, taking your certifications and getting ready to sell, other than that sweat equity, you don't have to put much into this. That's it. I mean, there's no outlay. I mean, you can keep buying the same leads that you're buying already and just offer Medicare.
Medicare and FE are like peas and carrots.
Yep.
It's like it goes in the same bowl. It's amazing.
Exactly.
It's like the same lead pool. Like I would do direct mail leads to final expense hit, and then I would do it to Medicare. And guess what? It's the same exact people sending the stuff.
Yep.
It's the same
Yep.
folks.
Exactly.
Power.
So we tell agents, you know what? We don't want you to stop that to do this. All you're going to do is you're going to add to that. That's all you're doing. Now, eventually what happens is they start seeing the light. They're like, oh, I love this. Now it's slow going because I consider it slow money. So let's talk about the actual money. Okay. So when you enroll somebody new, and I've got to refresh myself, but I'm gonna just go by the ballpark. Okay. But when you enroll somebody new to Medicare, you're going to make, I believe it's $579 initial commission. Okay. So for the next 12 months, you make nothing. You've been advanced the entire 1 year commission. Now, after that, you're going to make half of that, $280 a month. Am I doing my math right? Am I doing what? 580, 270.
Ballpark. Everybody understands.
It's somewhere in there.
Divide by 2 roughly.
But $23 a month is what you're going to make. So you're going to make that half of your initial commission. And guess what, guys? Lifetime renewals. Okay. You're like, what are you talking about? Lifetime. Lifetime. As long as those clients remain in that plan and they keep you as the agent, you will continue receiving those renewals. Crazy. So let's talk some numbers. Okay, I mentioned that in order for you to be on our guest list, you got to write at least 10 a week. But let's take half of that. So I'm going to do some math here. Okay, so let's take half of that. So let's just say you're 5 a week. Okay, at 5 a week, you're writing 20 a month. So if you go and you push for 12 months and you're writing 5 a week, so 5 times 4 times 12, you've written approximately 240 policies. Okay, that is what you have earned doing that. For after those 12 months is up, you've earned yourself approximately a $57,000 annual renewal check. Renewals. How hard is that to make in life insurance? Renewals, not new business. New business is doable.
New business all day long, but renewals, it's a long play. It is a long play. It is
super long play. You can do that in 1 year, guys. Now, just imagine that guy that is doing 10 a week. He's creating a $10,000 a month renewal check after year 1. Where can you go work for 1 year and relax and earn $10,000 in mailbox money a month? It's crazy, guys. It's crazy.
It's power what you can earn. And also, they don't have to do this all face to face. So for those of you watching, you can do this over the phone via telesales, right, Luis?
Oh, yeah. So I'm a face-to-face guy. I got a storefront office. My customers come to me. Very rarely do I go out. And I say that, and yet on Tuesday, I made 2 home appointments. So, when they're new to Medicare, it's hard to turn up that $580. I will make a drive. I'm going to come and see you, Mr. and Mrs. Senior. Okay?
On the way.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it difficult for them to come see me. If I know that they're turning 65, guess what? I'm going to fire up my baby and I'm going to head home, head to their house. So yes, the new to Medicare, or as far as the selling, you can do it face to face, but you have the ability to do telesales. And the process is identical. Okay, every carrier with COVID being an issue, every carrier developed in their enrollment platform the ability for you to enroll your seniors remotely. Okay,
That's power
so
for a lot of folks watching because they think that, oh, it can only be done face to face, but not even realizing that we have the partnerships, we've got the systems in play to help them seamlessly do this and compliantly do this with your training and the team to be able to get this done without having to go drive. If they, it's great to go drive though for everyone watching. The face to face play is powerful here. So don't discount that, but you can do both.
Yeah, to me, the face-to-face, it's a little stickier. Those
Mhm.
clients, they have a personal relationship with you. Over the phone, it's hard to develop, but it's not impossible. So you can sell easily over the phone. Okay, we've got tools that will allow you to capture their signatures digitally where they type their name in. You've got the ability to capture their signatures on your writing device, on your iPad or any kind of touch screen. And now we've got a platform where you can capture their signature by text.
Awesome.
Okay, we give you guys those tools. Okay, so telesales, I consider it a non-issue. If that's what you want to do, we can accommodate you.
Long play wealth that's accumulated from working hard, everyone watching, from working hard, but that long play is a powerful place to be from a long-term income play, like what Luis is saying here. It's a big long-term. I mean, your guys that are writing 1 and 200 a year, that's pretty decent income
Yeah, it's
for
decent
them.
income, and give it 4 or 5 years of that, and you're there. You're there. If you
Absolutely.
want to just get, hey, $10,000 in income is all you want, and that's what you're going to live comfortable with, you can achieve that in 4 or 5 years. Super easy to do. Now, I'm not even done talking about money yet. Okay. All right. You think I'm okay. Now I'm just talking about the commissions on the plan. Every carrier now has what's called an assessment. Okay. At the end of your application, you're able to complete a 3 to 5 minute assessment. You're going to ask the insured or the senior a few questions. And that's it. You submit. They're paying most of the carriers are paying $50. Some are paying up to $100. So you start thinking,
Wow.
hey, how much money is that? Let's just say you wrote that 240. Well, 240 times 50, what is that? 240 times 50, you just earn yourself an extra $12,000. Your assessments can be your car payment and then some.
Right?
Okay, who has $1,000 car payment? But still, just on the assessments alone. Now, and I'm not done with money yet, okay? Because the way we teach our agents is we package sell. Okay, so the commissions, it's a given. The assessments, it's a given. But we teach our agents to package this Medicare Advantage product where you're offering an indemnity plan with the seniors. And for me, I'm a 50-50 guy. All right. If the kid at McDonald's can offer me a freaking apple pie, then why can't I offer an apple pie to my seniors? Mr. Senior, would you like to upsize this? Would you like an apple pie with your Happy Meal?
Right?
It's that simple. All
And
I
there's
do
ways
is
of
like,
doing
okay,
this so compliantly, it's perfection.
oh yeah,
Give them the choice.
it's on the scope of appointment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. But the thing is, we got to take care of our seniors. Okay. So what I do is like, look, these co-pays that you have to deal with, I can take care of them for a premium. And the premium is pretty low because I will ask them, if you're hospitalized, Jason, do you have this money in the bank to pay? And most of the time, and I'm in a community where it's heavy Spanish, and they'll tell you, mijito, I pretty much only have $20 at the end of the month, which mijito means like grandson, or like son. And they're like, no, I can't afford to pay these copays. I'm like, you know what? Here's what I'm going to recommend. I'm going to recommend that you have this plan. And what it's going to do is if this and this and this happens, they're going to take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. And so it gives them that little cushion. And you're like, okay, this is great. And then sometimes we upsell the upsell. Okay. So instead of a large, you know what I'm going to offer you? An extra large. Okay. What's the extra large? Well, we can throw in there our cancer plan. Do you know the numbers on cancer? The statistics on cancer?
It's crazy high.
It's crazy high.
Crazy high.
Yeah, it's 1 out of 3 women. It's 2 out of 3 men. 1 out of 2 men. It's crazy.
I own a cancer
Between me and
policy
you, man,
personally. I
we're
own
gonna.
one personally, and I
Yeah,
can't, I don't want it, but let me tell you, if I get something, I can't wait to rubber stamp and make that company pay. It's
yeah,
awesome. I own one myself. I believe in it.
yeah. I have a cancer plan myself. Yes, for me and my wife. So we have a cancer plan. But in addition, you can take this indemnity plan and offer a cancer. Upon first diagnosis, Mr. Senior, Mrs. Senior, we're going to write you a check. You're going to use this to help you pay your co-insurance. And hopefully there's a little bit of money there so that maybe your spouse can take care of you. Because the bills aren't going to stop when you have cancer. You're still going to have bills. And so it gives them that cushion. So there's great commissions on our indemnity plans that will teach you how to sell. So we can make an incredible living doing Medicare, incredible living. And then on top of that, not only is it about doing or making an incredible living, but those seniors out there need our help, Jason. You agents that
Absolutely.
are out there, you're listening to this thing, they need our help. You don't have to, now listen, I'm going to get close up. You don't have to convince them. You're not a sales guy. You're a consultant. Okay. You're their advisor. Okay. The product that you're offering has no premium 9 out of 10 times.
So it's a zero premium product, and the agents are getting paid full CMS, full deal, no haircuts. And there's so many places that will haircut you deep on the Medicare stuff. I was talking to a gentleman and he's getting paid not even half. It's so bad. And he's like LOA'd. He doesn't even own his block of business. And it's like, it's so beautiful that agents can join and partner, okay, with the agency, and to be able to get you guys watching and you gals watching full levels. And oh, by the way, you own and control your block
Oh, yeah.
of business. That's important to make sure you have defined on the front side, because there's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
places that'll shine you on and you don't own and control your block of business. They do. Okay.
And
And you're getting diminished everything, and you're not getting the support like what we offer here. You're not getting the ability to get an answer right away, and you won't have the best chance, in my opinion, to capitalize on the opportunity the way that you desire in an industry that's plagued with what I call paper mills. They just give you a piece of paper and hope you make it.
yep. And I'm glad you mentioned LOA and refresh my memory, Jason. What does LOA stand for? I know
A
what it
line of
means.
authority. It's where the agency holds everything. They get paid, not you, the agent, where you're getting paid direct from the carrier with the way that we set things up. With an LOA situation is where someone else is the line of authority for everything. They
There
hold
you
the
go. That's
authority.
what it
You
is. Line
hold
of, that's what it
nothing.
is. Yep.
They,
And
they hold
so,
the lines. You don't.
yep. And I will
Not
tell you,
good.
that happened to me when I started, and I had no idea. I thought that's the way the industry worked. So
Right.
my upline was getting paid, they were paying me. Well, when I switched, when I left them, that stopped. I had a
It's
couple
ugly.
hundred policies, and I'm like, well, where are my checks? I'm like, you're gone. They kept getting all the renewals. I mean, it
And
was a
that's not
great deal
how
for
we
them.
play, for those of you watching. That's so important for you to know. We're not this like captive type arrangement. We don't play those games. We don't put you in an environment where, okay, we LOA you, where you don't own and control your block of business. You own and control everything. You're getting paid from the carriers. That's powerful if you want to build in this industry. Don't get into a position where you get hurt, because agents have fallen victim to this. They have.
Now there is a place for that type of business. And
Oh, absolutely.
usually it's where you're getting a salary, they're providing the tools of your trade, they're giving you an office and a computer.
Absolutely.
And they're providing all the leads for you. There's nothing wrong with that. But our
Absolutely.
model is we don't do that. Okay.
Exactly right.
Our model is where you own your book of business, you work as hard or as much or as little as you want. That book of business is yours. And here's the other thing that I love about our organization. Okay. There's a lot of organizations out there that will hold you hostage. Okay. I tell our upline, if they want to leave us, if I did something wrong, hey, we'll own up to it. And like, hey, if there's somebody that's going to do better than us, hey, rock on,
That's
take off.
important to know when you're dealing with Medicare, that, hey, you're going to have some of the best. You're going to have the ability to get ride-alongs. Okay. If you want to go ride-alongs, you can ride along with the beasts in the industry, not riding along with somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. I've had many of, okay, agents, okay, run with the Medicare crew specifically for face-to-face. And it's like, oh, are you kidding me? They've flown in, okay, even from other states and ridden with guys. And it's like, they're tearing it up, getting it done. It's phenomenal. It's powerful to learn from people at the top of the food chain. It's
Oh, yeah.
powerful. It
It's
really is.
fun.
And
I
it,
used
you
to do a
know,
lot of ride-alongs, and it was fun because the crazy thing was like, there's got to be more to it. Is that it? And I'm like, that's it. I mean, you're not trying to present confusion and hope that they buy into. You're trying to present, understanding of the product, the simplicity of it. You have to take something complicated, and when it's complicated out there, and you know it, you're able to present simple, and you're able to make that senior feel comfortable in making a decision, whether they go left or right, whether they buy a car or a truck. You're making it so simple that they feel confident, and that they feel good about the decision that they made, because you made it so simple for them. And the only way to make this complicated product simple is to be well trained. Is literally when I go out on my ride-alongs, they're like, you got to be kidding me, Luis. This is it. And I'm like, dude, this is it. I can do 1 or 2 ride-alongs with you in the morning. And when we were on a roll pre-COVID with this, and we were doing ride-alongs, by lunchtime, I had a newbie doing it. I was sitting there playing games on my phone. I'm like, oh, you're doing great. You don't need me anymore. In fact, I'm going to go sit in the car and take a nap.
Simple business when you understand it, but
Oh,
so
yeah.
many folks don't understand the business, and they have to complicate it because they don't understand it themselves.
Yeah, exactly. In this industry, making it complicated doesn't make you a hero. Okay.
Exactly right.
It's making it simple that makes you a hero.
100%.
That's what it does. Where you're presenting, where that senior's like, okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm going to go with this route. And that's all that we strive to do, guys. So, I guess here's the point, Jason. If if you're on that fence, should I do it? Should I not? Okay, there's another fence. I'm with this organization and I'm already doing it, but I'm not liking where this is going. I'm not having any success. I don't have the support from the organization that I'm with. Now is the time to join us, guys. Because whether they keep you as a hostage or not, you still have the ability to move to us if you want to. Okay. The later you wait, the harder it's going to be. So if you're sitting there and you're already ready to go, you've sold, you're with an organization, but you're not happy, and you want to come on over to us, you have got to get that done immediately. Okay.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
There's 2 ways of doing it. Okay. Hopefully they give you a release. With our organization, we're going to, if you want to leave us, we're going to gladly give you a release. I am not going to hold you hostage. And here's the video to prove it. Our organization will never hold you hostage. But there's a ton of them that will.
It's like you can't get better Medicare training than what is provided here.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't make it here, be like, by all means, take your Medicare, Advantage business and go try anywhere else you want. But if you can't make it here, it's a confidence thing.
Yeah, it's a you thing. It's not an us thing. So yes. So there's 2 ways. Hopefully you can get a release and you come to us. If not, we submit your intent to transfer, and then we just wait for a clock to expire, and then you belong to us, and then we're rocking. And then here's the one thing, and I'm glad we're talking about this. There's a lot of agents out there that are looking for the holy grail of leads. What do you think it is in Medicare?
Oh, goodness.
Medicare. Pot of gold. What's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow?
Leads. The more leads, the more leverage, the more conversions. Oh, direct mail, the gold standard when it comes to Medicare.
The direct mail is the gold standard, but you would not believe how many agents fall for this. They say, hey guys, I have got exclusive turning 65 leads. Come on over, just sign up with us and we'll give them to you.
Right.
Guess what? There is no exclusive turning 65 leads.
Data list.
No entity over there has the advertising pocketbook of the major carriers. You can't compete with the big boys. You can't compete with the budget that United has, or Humana, or Aetna. It's impossible. There's no way to develop a lead system for T65s and just hand them out there to agents. Because what do these organizations do? They take those turning 65s and they give them to their internal agents to sell. Okay, and then what they do is, after the internal agents, and there's some great internal agents, after they've sifted through them and worked them over and over and over. Then what's left over, they give away. And guess what? You agents and you guys fall for that. They give you this list and they've been picked over. Now you might find a needle in the haystack. Okay, great. But that list is awful. I even fell for that myself. Okay. I'd call a couple hundred people and get one. Well, I mean, it's you get bummed out. You're like, well, this is just terrible. I can't make a couple hundred calls and end up with one. It just doesn't work like that. But
absolutely.
On that thought, we do have the holy grail of leads. You're like, oh, you just said there's no holy grail of leads. Okay. What did we do? Make up your mind. Yes, no, yes, no. Okay. So we're going to leave it as a mystery. Okay. So Jason, we have the ability for an agent to plant some seeds and watch these seeds grow and turn 65. Okay, and we can train you on this. I have developed a field of dreams to say, and I plant all my seeds. And while these seeds are planting, I'm earning a great living from these seeds. And then when they turn 65, before the big boys can touch them, before anything, they know who I am and they come to me. So pretty much they're falling on my lap. You want to take a guess at what this field of dreams is?
It's amazing.
Okay. You guys are out there thinking, okay, right now
it's 3 letters. Like, I can speak that. 3 little letters.
Yes, exactly.
I know what you.
Okay,
it starts with an A,
may
end with an A,
maybe
may have
we'll
a consonant.
Chime in and say, hey, 3. There is the what do we call it? There is the clue. 3 little letters. Okay, so if you want to also learn from us on how to develop these 3 little letters, we can teach you with that. I love these 3 little letters.
Yeah, and it's power.
We'll teach you how to plant these seeds, make money with these seeds, and then when these seeds turn 65, how to get new to Medicare. That's the only holy grail of leads. And I just said it wasn't out there, and it's not out there. Okay, you have got to plan it yourself. Because guess what? I'm not giving those away. There's too much money. I'd be crazy to give those away. And I'm sure there's people out there that are way smarter than me. And guess what? They're not going to give them away either. They're gonna keep these seeds to themselves. So you guys have got to learn how to plant your own seeds. We can show you how to do it. Get with Jason. Maybe hit him up on the comments. I think that'd be a good thing. Is what the heck are you guys talking about? What are these 3 little letters? I'm
not even talking about our lead program for the lead credits. That's not even talking about that for those of you watching, because marketing matters. You want to make it in this industry, especially in an industry that is lead heavy, right? You've got to know what we're talking about here. You've got to have, lead credits. You've got to have some extra leverage to help you in an industry that doesn't give you that flash money. This is necessary. Oh, yeah. And when you're planting these seeds, Luis is able to talk to folks way before anyone else starts blowing up their mailbox so he could wallpaper your entire house when a poor senior citizen turns 65 with all the junk that gets thrown at him.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, oh, no, I know where to go. It's all right. And unfortunately, as busy as I run, sometimes these seeds sprout and I forget. God, how did I miss it? And it happens when you've got a good book, but it's a beautiful thing to have. So we'll teach you this. Do me a favor, guys, on the comments down there, hit Jason up. Ask him, what the heck was Luis talking about? What are these 3 little letters? And he will tell you. And guess what? With Jason, he can help you get set up. He'll show you how to, he'll tell you what we got to do to plant the field. Okay, we'll help you with that. And then we'll help you with the Medicare side of things. So, and guess what? He's got me on his corner. So anybody who contracts with Jason, you're getting me, guys. You're getting me to teach you how to work Medicare and how to work. I'm not going to give it away. I better not mess up. How to work those 3 little letters out there. And I'll teach you everything I've got. And so
it's powerful.
And one more thing, God. So I talked about the Zoom trainings, Jason. Okay, sum this up. Talk about the Zoom trainings. We got the chat room that we have. You've got you will have my cell phone. Okay. You're not going to have just my office phone. No, you're going to have my cell phone. Okay. And where you can text me and call me. Okay. And then the other thing that I've developed that all you guys get for free, okay, is I've created, and I wish I was creative enough, but I created a book. Okay. Well, it's a binder. Okay. We give you all the content. You just take it to Office Max and you make a print it on color. But I call it the Medicare Smart Book. Okay. With this Smart Book, everything that you need while you're out in the field, all you've got to do is print it and you go through it. Okay. It's got the entire presentation for you guys. Okay. So you'll use it when you're presenting to seniors. When you're in an FE appointment, you will take this book, assuming this is the book, and you'll place it on the desk. And guess what? It's a way to compliantly fish. It's a compliant way to put bait on your hook to get that senior to ask you, oh, you do Medicare. Oh, I'm glad you asked, Jason. Yes, I do. Okay. And it's a great way to compliantly get them to talk to you or to ask you about Medicare so that you can proceed with no issues. So we got a book that will give you those tools. We even got the 3-letter book, which you also will get from us. Now, on these 3 letters, I host a training every Wednesday for that. So it's not as hard as Medicare, but I have a 3-letter course that lasts 4 weeks. So every month we're recycling, guys. So in 4 weeks, I can get you to where you are great selling this product. So I offer that to our team also. If you want to do this, you hop in on Wednesday training. And in fact, this is all time sensitive. Okay. I'm starting this training next week. Next Wednesday, I start my class again. Okay. And I teach you how to sell this product. I'll teach you how to market it. I will teach you how to use our quoting and enrollment tool. And I'll teach you how to cross-sell the heck out of it and make a great living doing that too. So I think they can get it all with this, Jason.
Absolutely. It's powerful. It is powerful. I mean, it's like you've got a full package for folks that want to dive into Medicare and really deliver the goods for the consumers, but also put yourself into a position where you can, my goodness, have a renewable stream where you don't have to, okay, you got to work really hard at first, but you can find yourself able to take a little breather. Let's put it that way. And for those of you that are selling final expense, get really good at it, but you don't have to give up that Medicare money because that Medicare money is beautiful. It really is. It's going to be an amazing thing in the long play. So, having this kind of training, having this kind of support, if you're contemplating Medicare, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. I'll get you just connected with Luis and the right team to help you take it to the next level with Medicare. It's powerful. We've even got some folks that recently jumped over the wall, went full-blown telesales, and have 100% increased success ratios, even from everything they've learned with Luis and the team with Medicare, went full tele, and it's like no longer on the couches anymore. And there's nothing wrong with being on couches. They're great people. They need us, but it's a whole lot cleaner. So for those of you that are contemplating telesales or face-to-face, there's no wrong play here. Okay. But having good mentors in your corner, like Luis, having good trainers is powerful. Getting the right lead systems in play that are tried and true. Okay. Is going to be a powerful thing for you, the audience, to grasp. And that's not even counting or even talking about our lead credit, program that we've got for you too, that is powerful to help you really get pumped.
Hit Jason up on the comments. Let him tell him to tell you, hey, explain the lead credit for this lead credit system that we have. Most of our agents that are on this system, they're getting leads for free. Okay, so that's the other thing. You're like, what, leads? I'm for free? Not just crap leads, direct mail leads.
Right, expensive leads.
Yes, not the yellow page. You know what? When I started, I got a lead system for you. Here it is. Bam, the white pages. I'm like, that really? Those are my leads? Yeah, just dial. Just start in the age and work your way through it. All those people need insurance. Yeah, it is true. They do. But no, these are direct mail leads where people have requested help. Okay, these are Medicare specific leads that are out there where they're requesting help, and that's what you're going to get. So Guys, I don't know what you're standing out there for. If you're not typing away and asking Jason to help you out, you should be.
It's powerful. Like to be able to do that, I had a company, and I know you've got to run, and I appreciate all your time today, brother. But when I had an agency kind of shine on one of my agents, and it was so funny. He's like, "Oh, we've got a special lead program, wink, wink." And then one of my agents is like, "Would you mind calling him and see if this is even real?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And I gave him a holler, like, "Oh, we got a special thing, and it's so special, I can't tell you." I was like, "I don't even want your vendor. Is it direct mail? Is it Facebook? Is it telemarketed? Is it SEO? I just want to know what type." And you know what it was? It was a Project 100. Go find your friends and family. We're going to call that leads. And oh, by the way, you got to split halvesies with your sales trainer. It's disgusting. So be careful of places that don't give you real good leads, the gold standard in leads for certain products. You got to have the right leads if you want to have the right, conversation. You get garbage leads or losing half your commissions because you're running with somebody. Oh, come on. Okay. Yep. If you're highly trained like Luis, if you know what you're doing and you've really made it in this industry, you don't have to play splitsies. Okay. I don't split with any man or woman. Okay.
No,
on my
you're not
agents.
splitting a penny with me, guys.
Never. I'm like, here you go, buddy. It's yours. I'll help you. Here you go. It's yours. I give business away to, the partnered agents that are with me. I love them. We're like work family. It's awesome. Right. But just understand there's a difference between getting mentored and getting trained by folks at the top of the mountain or getting stuck at the bottom from folks that are just doing nothing but taking from you. You just got to be careful in this industry, especially in the Medicare space as well.
I agree. So, I agree, guys. So, hey,
powerful.
We'd love to see you, Jason. And I guess maybe on your comments, maybe you can post our schedule of the.
Absolutely.
We're going to be all around the country doing seminars. Come join us.
Powerful. Reach out on the website. Everyone watching, we'll dial you in. We've got seminars in person that we can get you in contact with to learn Medicare. You've got daily Zooms. I mean, if you don't choose to come to the table, that's okay, but don't complain.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you're not capitalizing to this level with this level of training, sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, maybe I just don't want it bad enough. You got to work for it. This looks like hard work. If you're not prepared to sweat out there, okay, don't be shocked if you don't find success. This industry takes sweat, takes grit. Yeah. Okay. You want to find the gold, you got to get your hands in the dirt. It is what it is. Work hard. Okay. So lots of grind here. This ain't unicorns and rainbow talk, but when you've got the right lead, the right partnerships, the right training, and you've got, a lead program, dear goodness. And that's not even talking about the 3 letters that we've got here. So Luis, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. I love being here. Here's the other deal. And I'm sure we've got a lot of your followers out there that are Spanish speakers. Guys, hablo español. Si necesitan ayuda en español, también les podemos ayudar en español. So all I said there, Jason, I wasn't cussing you out, man.
Hey, right? Go for it.
Okay. I just said, hey, if you're a Spanish speaker out there and you like to get training and you want to partner up with somebody who speaks Spanish, I'm right there on your corner too. So come join us, guys. I'm looking forward to it.
I appreciate you, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Okay. All right. Have a good one, guys.
Reach out. JasonFinalExpense.com. Thanks, Luis. Thanks, brother.
Take care.